Hi everyone, it's Marie coming back to you with my second knitting podcast under Sit, Sip, and Knit. Um, those of you that has seen the first one, it was about 3 weeks ago, and I want to thank everyone that liked and subscribed. Those of you that put lovely comments, it was so enjoyable to read, and I want to thank you so much. And to those that are new here, I hope you sit back and grab a cup or whatever you like to drink and enjoy. Today is a another dreary cool day here in north of Pittsburgh, but that's winter. It is January 31st, so the last day of January, so we're moving on. As you can see, myself in red here, I'm thinking of Valentine's Day. That'll be the middle of February, and winter will just keep going by. So I wanted to show you some projects, something that maybe you can do for Valentine's Day. This first thing that I'm wearing here that I want to show you, you can see it's red, it's sparkly, I actually did this a few years ago, but it's called the Pretty Basic Shawl by Joanna Kallio of Woolenberry. I will put everything that I talk about in the description box below so that you can find them easy. This, though, was done, it's a triangular shawl, decorative. You can see the gold thread maybe running through there, reds and berry colors. The yarn is actually the color is raspberry. It is blue Heron Rayon metallic yarn. Comes in skeins of 550 yards. One made this really nice size shawl that I like to wear actually as a decorative piece. It was very, as it's called, pretty basic. It is a pretty basic shawl to make. In fact, I think it was one of the first ones I ever made. So it was quite a few years ago that I did make this. But like I said, the information for that will be in the description box below. And continuing on, I have another project that I finished that I think would be great for Valentine's Day. In fact, I did make some last year, and I'm continuing this year, maybe I'll get one this year. I usually give them all away, but I wanted to show you. It's a dishcloth, or it could be a washcloth. The pattern name is I Heart You, and as you can see, it's this pretty heart pattern here. Very easy to do, very quick to do. The pattern I Heart You is by Deb Buckingham, and I will be sure and put that in the description box below. That's the front, this is the back. Pretty basic. You can see where it was folded, but knits and purls, just knits and purls, very easy with garter stitch borders. This one I made, this was out of Universal Yarn, Cotton Supreme. The color is hot pink. Color number is 512. It's 100% cotton. It's a beautiful soft cotton. I don't think I'd use this for dishes. I think I'd use this in the bath. But you can use any type of cotton yarn that you would use for either dishcloths or washcloths. In fact, I have another one here. This color would be beautiful also, and I think I'll be making some of these. This is that Universal Yarn Cotton Supreme. And this color here is magenta. So that's going to work up lovely. I know I did one out of a skein like this. Let me see, I think it's 237 yards. So I got one done, and I think I'll get a second one done. I'm actually working on that. Let me see here. Yep. I have another one here that I'm working on, and this is how much yarn I actually have left out of the cake. And I'm about 2/3 done on the second one, so I may even be able to get 3 of them out of this universal yarn. I did want to show you the bag that it was in. This lovely little bag, and I know those of you that have followed me when I had my shop, a lot of you have these bags. This bag is made by, stitched by Jessa Lou. I will also put her in the description box below. It's a lovely bag, you can see here, and a little cute little gem, little angel as on the pool here. So that's where I'm keeping my washcloths, and like I said, hopefully I'll be able to get at least one for myself. So those were done in universal yarn. Any color, like I said, the pink, the magenta would be beautiful for this pattern. I also have this one here. This is a sturdier yarn. Probably make these for washcloths. This is Cascade Sunseeker yarn. It is color number 18. It's a, let me see, this is 47% cotton, 48% acrylic, and then it has some of the little metallic in it. Slightly, you can just see slightly. It's not scratchy or anything, so you could use it as a washcloth also. But this would make beautiful the I Heart You washcloths also. So I think I'll be working up a couple of those, and a couple more weeks till Valentine's Day. Hopefully I'll get a couple of them done. Let me show you. I do have the pattern here. This is the I Heart You. Okay. Again, it's by Deb Buckingham. All right. And then, oh my goodness, guys, you have to see this bag. This is a new bag for me. Look how adorable. How adorable. Okay, I love sheep. It's adorable. Let me show you in here. Oh my goodness. This little bag is almost cuter than the big one. Look how sweet is that. My little notions pouch. I bought these separate. And let me give you the name of this bag maker. I have another bag from her that I bought a while ago. And to tell you the truth, I was just looking up her name information to do this podcast, and I got me another one. It is beautiful. I love these bags. The inside here, okay, it's got a this nice sturdy handle here. Let me get her, who this is. This is Mary. Her name is Mary, and she is in South Carolina, and she is on Etsy. I think that's, you can see that. It's MLD Threads. mldthreads.etsy.com. I will be sure and link her below also. And maybe next podcast I'll have the other bag I can show you. But I just love this. And the little notions pouch. How sweet is that? So in here I have my second finished object. And these, I think I showed on the last podcast. These are they're fingerless mitts that I made, had in process. I might have had one done, but I did get both of them finished. This was actually a mitten pattern. It is Lamb's Pride Wool Mittens by Marlene Ableiter. I'll be sure and put that in the description box below. It is a mitten pattern that I just converted into fingerless mitts. Let me go ahead and put those on for you and show you. So they're nice fingerless mitts. You can roll them up so that when it gets colder, your fingers are more covered here. And then I just, like I said, I modified them. and then you can roll them down. I just did a ribbing on, like on the bottom, I did it on the top just to get that. And then I didn't finish off the thumbs. Easy as that. Quick and easy. This yarn was Manos del Uruguay Maxima. And this color actually is called Mixed Berries, color number 7158. It's 100% extra fine merino wool. This pair, the skein comes in 219 yard skein. I used a size 7 flexi flips. If you know me, you know I love my flexi flips needles. I also like to do double points. Magic loop, not too much, but I did do the flexi flips with these. And let me show you, I have a lot left. This is what I have left, and it was a 100-gram ball. So I don't think I'll have enough for another pair, but I actually, maybe some child mittens. I actually did this pattern, and I'm going to show you. I started some mittens for my 7-year-old twin nieces using the same pattern, but a little bit worsted weight yarn. This yarn is a little bit bulkier, although it says it's a worsted, but it's a heavy worsted. And I used a smaller needle for the girls, but let me show you that. So again, this is Lamb's Pride woolen mitten pattern that I just adjusted to do fingerless mitts. Okay. And so just a minute. Let me grab that again. Ooh. Okay, so for the smaller mitts, same pattern. I just used, and let me show you, a yarn, Redheart's Mini. I got it, we were out in a craft store, actually Joann Fabrics, and I had the twins with me, and they saw these little cakes of yarn. How cute is this? And one twin picked these pink colors. The other twin picked rainbow colors. I did finish hers already, but she took them right away. So I wanted them for the podcast, but she took them. So that's fine. She can use them today. So I have to get busy and get the second pair done. Let me show you. Same pattern. See how cute? The cake, I'm just using, I have cut off. I didn't use like all the white, or I won't use all the pink, all the different colors. I just kind of did a color block and cut it and continued actually. But I'll make them into the mitts. I'm using, this yarn is actually also a worsted weight yarn. Let me show you the, again, Redheart minis. And I bought 2 of them, one for one mitt, one for the other. However, you would have enough out of one skein probably for 2 mitts, but I wanted to be sure that I had enough of each color. So that's what I'm doing with these. And I am doing these on size 5, and these are the flexi flips here. If you haven't ever used them, if double points are a little, fussy for you, magic loop is a little fussy for you, I would suggest you try the flexi flips. You have 2 on your work, and then you have the third one. I can't seem to find it here. Oh, here it is. And the third one that you work with. So it's kind of like a mix, a cross between double points and magic loop, where you're pushing back and forth, but you don't have the long cord. So anyway, I suggest you take a look maybe at Very Pink Knits. I think she has a video on flexi flips, but you might want to give those a try. And can you see, so continuing with the Valentine theme here, the pinks. But can you see this lovely progress keeper here? Isn't that just sweet? That is actually, I just ordered these, and let me tell you who that is by. That is by Knitty by Nature Shop. Let me show you the card here. Knitty by Nature. I would suggest you go and check out her website. Oh my gosh, some beautiful things. Look at this. Of course I had to get some for Valentine's Day, right? Just gorgeous things. So again, that's Knitty by Nature Shop. I will put her link also in the description box below. But how cute is that? Can you see that? Just adorable. All right, so that's a work in progress. That hopefully will be done before winter is over for the second twin. One twin has her fingers covered, the other one doesn't, but she will because I'll finish them. All right, and then the next project I do have done, some of them done. I had a lot of them done, actually. But let me look at my little notes here. This pattern, I started before Christmas with all intentions of knitting all my grandchildren, a couple of them, so they could use them, keep them for Christmas tree ornaments. But here, the little ones loved them as little toys. So I am continuing to make them, and do expect by Christmas time I will have some that they can put on the tree. But let me show you what they are. They're the mini Snowbuddies. You see that there? Isn't that just adorable? The mini Snowbuddies are, one second, by Esther Braithwaite. They are so cute. Let me show you a couple of them that I have here. Look how adorable this is. And let me tell you, this one doesn't have eyes yet, but she will, he will, whatever. Look how adorable. I have pink one done here. So I did them in all different scrap colors that I had. It's done out of DK weight. Well, that's what I did these out of. I'm sure it would just, you just have a different size little Snowbuddy if you used thinner yarn or thicker yarn. So scrap project, lovely. This one's in the process, as you can see. Very easy to do. I thought they would be fussy to do, but they were quite fun. Once you get started and you're, mixing up the colors, they are so cute. So cute to do, would be cute for Valentine's Day also. You can do in reds and pinks. How cute would that be? So again, that is the Mini Snowbuddies by Esther Braithwaite. Okay, so I suggest check that one out too. And that actually is in another bag, stitched by Jessa Lou. That's this bag here. Isn't that cute? Just reminds you of spring. Snowbuddies in a spring bag. Oh, well, we can wish, right? All right. I did want to say, yeah, I did do those out of, this is the yarn I did them out of, the Sirdar Snuggly. It's a DK weight yarn. Very nice. It's acrylic, so it's good for little ones. And it'll stand up to years of, if you're going to put them on a Christmas tree, use them as little ornaments. But anyway, so that's what I used, the different colors of scraps of the Sirdar Snuggly. All right. The next project, and probably the one that I've had so much fun doing, it is a work in progress. I just love it. I can't stop doing it. I want to cast on other things. I wanted to maybe have a sweater almost finished, but I couldn't stop doing this. This is, let me show you the pattern here. This is the Habitation throw. I know a lot of people are doing this. It's by Helen Stewart. It is a throw. This one is corner to corner using your scrap yarn. I think the pattern calls for fingering weight, but whatever scraps you have, if you have the most of, it doesn't matter. It would just, you would make your throw smaller, a lap throw, or bigger, you know. So anyway, I started this, and let me show you. I started it with, I have a lot of fingering weight yarn because I love to do socks. So I have a lot of scraps, fingering weight. But I wanted it a little heavier. So what I did, I had a lot of, let me show you here, a lot of this Sirdar Country Style. It's a fingering, it's a sock weight also. So it's wool and nylon and a little bit of acrylic in there too. But I had this color, I have a lot of, it's coming up a little bit peach, but it is a little baby, it's baby pink really. The shade is 0640. So I was holding this, because I think I have 6 skeins of this. I was holding this along with all the other fingering scraps I had. I went ahead and balled up, took one day to ball up all the little skeins. I had mini skeins and just leftover yarn from socks. Let me show you here actually what I have. If you look in the bag here, you can see I have lots of little scraps of yarn here, sock weight yarn, that I'm holding double. And I'm not sure what the needle size was for this did suggest, but I am using a, let me double check, a size 10 needle. So how quick is this going? I'll show you. Okay, so my work in progress here. Look at this. Can you see that? All those colors. I can't even hold it up and show you how big it is already. It's on size 10. I'm using the ChiaoGoo needles. I just love ChiaoGoo. These ones aren't the interchangeable. Well, they are. They are. Size 10. I think it's a 42-inch cord, but look how nice. It is going so fast, and I just can't wait to get to the next color. Actually, I did what others were doing. I put the balls in this bag here that I have, this nice big bag, and then just pulled one out at a time. And they are 20-gram minis. Most of them are. Plus, I threw in just some balls of sock yarn, miscellaneous sock yarn I had. And I pick one out, and whatever came next is what I held next. So I think it's giving it a nice random color pattern. And these colors weren't something that I pick together, but when I put it with, when I hold them all with the pink, you can see that with that pink fingering yarn, it just has them blend all nicely together. So that's the Habitation throw. Again, that's by Helen Stewart. So what a wonderful thing to just pick up, and it's mindless. It's a mindless knit. It has a nice, really nice I-cord edging here. And that edging is actually, it's easy to do. Once you get the hang of it, it's really easy to do and easy to memorize. So I hope that maybe that's something you start in this cold weather. It's nice to have this on my lap, this big already, to work up. All right, so that was that. I think I'll stop here for a minute showing things, and let you know, last podcast, I did say that I would have a drawing, a giveaway this podcast. I didn't reach my 100 subscribers yet, but I'm hopeful. So I'm going to go ahead and do a Valentine's Day giveaway to those of you that have come by or come back. All you need to do is to comment, like and subscribe, and comment below. Let me know what you like to knit, what's your favorite thing to knit. Give me some ideas of what you'd like to see on the podcast. That would be great. And then I'll do a random drawing and let you know who the winner is the next podcast, which I like to do. I want to do one about every 3 weeks. So if you hit the subscribe button, it'll notify you when the next podcast is. So what I want to give away here, keeping with the Valentine color theme here, this is a beautiful fingering and sparkly. You all know how I love sparkly, or you will know if you watch any of these podcasts. This is a skein of fingering by Knits for Comfort. And I think I talked about her yarn last time. It's a lovely, lovely yarn. Jen by Knits for Comfort. I will put her information below. This is fingering weight. It's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. You could use it for socks. You could use it for a one skein shawl. It's very beautiful. The color is called Christmas Sparkle. I don't know if she carries this or not in her shop now. I did have it in my shop. She dyed it up for me, but she has beautiful colorways. And I wanted to go ahead and throw this little mini in here to go with it. So if you wanted to do socks, different heels and toes and cuffs, or a shawl with just with a little added accent. This is actually a mini skein from Ancient Art Yarns. They are in Canada. It's also a beautiful fingering yarn. There's no stellina in this one, but how beautiful they go together. So I will be giving this away next podcast. I'll draw a winner and I'll get that sent out to you. So please be sure and like and subscribe and let me know what your favorite thing to knit is, what kind of projects you like to do, and what you might like to see on this podcast in the future. All right. Good luck with that. Okay. So moving on. If you know me, I like to do socks, and I think I showed a finished pair of socks last podcast. And right now I am actually working on socks for my husband, and I just know I'll be right back. I left them. Just a second. Okay, I was blocking it, the one I have done, and I forgot to bring it with me. But this is, let me get you this one. This is just a basic recipe that I used for my husband. It is the 72 cast on here, 1x1 rib, which is my favorite to do, whether it's for me or for my husband. And then the heel flap and gusset here, and just a rounded toe. But anyway, this is done. I want to give you, this is West Yorkshire Spinners yarn. It's their signature 4-ply. The color is 06. And can you see? It is so pretty. These socks are huge. He has such big feet. But anyway, they'll keep him nice and warm. He's a mailman, so he needs warm socks. And I've done a couple for him. He wore out one pair, so I'm making him another pair. So I have one sock done, and then you can see I got the other sock started. So this is, I think I said on my last podcast, this is something that I like to take to work wherever I go. I always have some socks on the go. Easy to do, like I said, when you're just doing a basic recipe and you have this nice self-striping yarn, you let the yarn do the work. It's mindless. I do it at lunch, at work, or anytime I get a free minute. So these are my on the go. This is my on the go project. So, all right. And actually this bag here, I'll show you here, more sheep. This is a bag I've had for a while. It's well used. It's a beautiful, has this rougher like felt kind of bottom here, and the cute little sheep there. This bag, let me let you know, this is by Craft House Magic, by Ellen Jones. She's in the UK, and I ordered this and it came pretty quick. Like I said, I did get this a while ago. I'm not sure what she still has in the shop, but I'll put her information below also. Okay, guys, let's see. I have one more thing here to show you. I said last week that I was going to start a sweater. I've been wanting to do another sweater, but I was just busy with these quick knits, trying to get some gift knitting done, but I need to do something for myself. So I started the love note. A lot of people have done this, have knitted this, the love note. I know it's very popular. It's by Tincanknits. I did a ranunculus, which is almost the same, but I wanted to try the love note. So I finally did get to cast that on. I didn't get very far. Let me show you how far I am here. Okay, I think I showed this yarn on the last podcast. This beautiful yarn here. It is top down here. This you do a provisional cast on, and at the end you will work up for the neck. I believe that's so that you can adjust the neck, how far up you want it. So that's what that is. So this is where I am here, starting the lace around the yoke of the sweater. So I didn't get